Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Life Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is mid-April for Aries. Hey, Aries, how you doing? Hey, Aries, how you doing? Aries, I had your video already um, recorded with the others that I did last week, and for some reason, the whole front of your video is not there, and it kind of started at a space, so I'm just gonna do it over, okay? Alright. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you, Aries. And please, could you check and see if you got your notification bells on for me, baby? Hold on, Aries. You may not be talking to somebody. As I feel like people just be doing stuff. Somebody just be doing stuff for no reason. It just be unnecessary. I don't know what that is, okay? And I'll tell you, because I meditated on the cards last week when I was going to do you, but I changed jobs and my hours are Monday to Friday now. And honey, when I get off of work, all I feel like is showering, okay, chilling with a glass of wine sometime and sitting in my bed Indian style watching a good show. So I start doing the readings on the weekend. And I'm just going to have to make sure I got them all out in those 2 days, okay? All right. Okay, so something may be, like I'm telling you, Aries, a bit much. May take effort, action that need to be done. But if you got a goal, it's the energy. Because I just told you my business. I was going to already tell you why the readings are kind of falling behind the 15th. Because I like to have my mid ones out by the 15th. But stuff happens. So I feel like that energy with Aries is, what did I get with you? Last week when I meditated on the cards, I got you were taking some type of action. And that's going to require some type of work. It's hard work, okay? So you may have a goal, but it's going to require effort in the end. You're going to get to that goal. But I also feel like it's other stuff in behind that you got to keep going and doing, okay? To keep things afloat. I don't know why I'm saying that, okay? So this week, I got good things come to those who wait. So another part of somebody just be doing something, I feel like take your time, Aries, and I ain't talking at you. These are just energies that I feel, okay? And because I could take on these energies sometime myself and I have to pull myself back. You may get the Knight of Swords out here. Don't move quickly and just jump on something is the energy that I feel. I feel like step back and look at options of something that you have and you do what's best for you type energy, okay? I really, really suggest that, okay? It's the energy that I feel, all right? Okay, so let's see here. You may be at a place that you have to do that. And it's a finish line down the line. So I may see a Four of Wands out here as a goal, so to speak, on where your vision is. But it is going to require work and consistent, meaning Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Four of Wands. I don't know why I'm telling you this, okay? I feel like something you got going on, you got a game plan. Like you gonna know, I got to do this, this, and this. Like King of Swords type energy. And if I do this, this, it'll be this outcome, okay? And I just need to stay doing this type energy. It be hard, and I get it. Whatever this type energy is, okay? So let's see. Oh, when it's cold outside, girl, who are you holding? What card is that? Deal breaker. I got to write stuff down. Why is it a deal breaker? You'll learn later. Deal breaker. Aries. Please don't let me forget this. Please, please, please. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we got the Hangman. Okay, Aries? So, right. So you may be at a time for, okay, so some of my Aries, you at this Hangman space. Like things are kind of in suspension. Knowing like the hangman has this knowing that things are, you're gonna have to come off this tree and move forward and remove yourself from this place. The reason why I was going so hard about action, 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 but it's gonna have to stay consistent. I feel like some of my areas, you at this place of what do you call this, of holding, like waiting before you're getting ready to move forward. And it's not you hesitating, it's like it's a date and then you do it, okay? So this is the energy. You may have to make some sacrifices. You may have to let some things go, is the energy of the hangman. So we're going to see what that is, all right? So some of my Aries may be moving. In the recent past, we got the Three of Swords. Shit, I'm done with the reading. We ain't got to talk no more, okay? Chariot card coming out the gate in Three of Swords, all right? You do have this energy of, what did I say? Good things come to those who wait, right? I feel like some things happened in the past that may have caused this move to occur, and you may be like at this space. Some of my Aries, I feel like that, okay, these, I'm getting the energy. These two horses on here look like they, I don't know why I feel like they in distress. They not in distress, but you see how they kind of look wild and they doing a lot of work. And he like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I get the energy like it's being pushed to the limit, right? And I feel like something has to pause, right? And I do get that energy. So the hangman may be in some of my Aries cases where you need to take this time in space so you can see how you want to move forward. The chariot card is also about leaving the past behind, a place that you've always been, okay? And that may involve a certain circumstance between you and the individual, a certain life change, you know, in that aspect. I do get some things may happen and you trying to push forward, all right? And that could be between you and another person that you know you have a relationship with. This is also an energy that's around you that somebody just be doing shit that somebody wish that they could just get the hell away from. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it right there. But I feel like right now, this sense of stuck type energy is how you feel. So some of my Aries, and I'm gonna let it go. Don't push a certain circumstance. I don't know why I'm saying that. Okay. All right. So we'll see, because I only know where that came from. In your head, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I knew that was gonna come, right? Then we got the Queen of Wands. And we got the Four of Swords. Yes. This is the energy I felt. So I felt like in your head, Aries, you like, I've got to take this action. The Queen of Wands is determined. She moved forward. She's courageous. She do what the hell she got to do. You know what I'm saying? She's protected, even though she don't have salamanders on her coat. She don't worry about that, because that's what salamanders represent in the King of Wands, okay? You may have to be strong at this time, okay? Is the energy that I do feel based off past circumstances. Some of this is a work situation, okay? I don't know why I feel like be careful. Some of my Aries, like, don't overextend yourself at work. Like, I feel like if you like have health issues or something like that, like, don't overexert yourself is the energy that I feel, okay? All right. I don't know why I got that energy. Knight of Pentacles is about hard work and dedication. Knight of Pentacles has slow and steady energy, and things may not seem like that it's moving forward, but I do get an energy that it is. I do get that energy of the Knight of Pentacles also is be, I don't want to say frivolous, but be careful with how your spending is. The Knight of Pentacles, with these Knight stuff come in and they come out. And with this Knight, I feel like money come in, but as quick as it come in, it go out. And I feel like that is the energy that Aries wants to move from, okay? So I feel like God and Spirit is trying to tell us, and me as well, Aries, to be mindful of the spending even at this present time, because I feel like a goal is there, okay? So some of my other Aries, I feel like you are reflecting. Now look at that three, not that three, that heart in the window, like this Three of Swords, like, because that's the window, the big window. That's the same window there. So I do get Aries. It's time when you're down, you think about things that you have went through that may still be on your mind, that you possibly may still be going through, okay? So let's just see what your heart say. in your heart, we got the Five of Wands. It may be conflictual people around. You got the Five of Swords, right? That's why I say, motherfucker, just be doing stuff. I do get that energy. I don't know what it is. You got the Wheel of Fortune, and then you got the Lover's card. You know, I try to, everything can come by y'all. Everything can come by y'all. And, but I try to keep from a messy place. But if it come up, I'ma speak on it and I'ma leave it where it's at, and don't take it in, Aries, if it ain't you. But this is the energy that I do feel. I feel like somebody causes issues and then they flip it on another individual. Is the energy that I feel. And I feel like that, Aries, at this present time, like you really want to move forward and just kind of focus on you, but you have this sense of pouring and giving off into a certain circumstance that some of my Aries really want to move away from. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune is about ups and downs. The Wheel of Fortune is about you being at this new turning point in your life of making this change so things can change. And the Lover's card is basically about a choice. Now, I see the Five of Swords here. And remember, I said a person kind of just be doing stuff. This person here does things and don't care how it make this type of person feel. So, this is the thing, Aries. I feel like if you or at or around or dealing with a situation or a person that constantly do things that you feel like that they not taking in how what is causing, and they not willing to look at, and take accountability and look within, then you deciding what you want to do at this present time. And I ain't gonna tell you what that is. I feel like that's a choice of yours, meaning Lover's card. I see what you guided to do, but I don't feel guided to say it here, and I don't know why. And I feel like somebody may be saying that. You may have friends and family that you may speak on how situations have been, but I feel like people stepped in the past and things went not well for them expressing how they feel. Now people looking at your circumstance in a certain type of way, and then you've went back to a certain situation. So, and I've been there, done that. So certain Aries may be keeping their business to themselves until you totally figure out what it is that you want to do. Okay, so you may be trying to go through things alone. All right, and that may be that time to reflect. So let's just see. Yeah. And you got the King of Wands, and you got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is the curious page. I feel like the Page of Swords is that beginning thing, the logical part of things, to look at things without pouring off into stuff of the heart and in an emotional way. The Page of Swords will begin to look at things in a logical way and kind of see how he or she want to handle things. The Page of Swords is also the energy of spying and gossiping and situations like that, and someone looking in on you. I feel like Aries, but not saying anything, or that's the energy that I do feel. Some of my other Aries, I do get this energy of this is the time and space where I feel like God and Spirit is saying if it's a work environment or whatever, something that you're going to have to put effort in, that effort I was talking about. Hence, this what that person would do, as well as in your gut, the King of Wands would do. That person takes action. That person takes the lead. That person put in the work. That person is consistent and determined. Don't mind the hard work. And that's the energy that I feel that some of my Aries are gearing up for. And some of my Aries, I feel like it's what they feel like they're going to have to do. But this sense of change that you feel in your heart, and 5-5 signifies change in numerology, I feel like is a fight within Aries, okay? And flip it if it ain't you, but it's in your heart, and the reason why I'm telling you that, all right? I'm going to tell you this. You are with an individual, okay? But I feel like when it come down to a person making the right choices and doing the right thing, they don't do it. They don't do it, and you know it. And I ain't talking at you. I'm just saying that's how hard you feel. And it keep you looking in behind the person, and it make you feel like you got a second damn job. And who wants to do that when it come down to trust in the person in a relationship? Nobody wants to do that. So I feel like some of my areas is this is a time where you're deciding literally what you want to do. I already knew. You got fives all over this board. You got the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. That's the energy I feel. I feel like somebody may have felt like they left out in the cold. Some of my Aries, you may be at this place of a money situation. I'm gonna give you a scenario. If you in a bind, and I know in this world we all have been, and circumstances around you, I feel like in your head it's like, what can I do to try to make money? Like, I know I'm gonna have to put in this work. I got this goal. I got to move forward. I got to do what I got to do. Shit, bills is due. I can't sit up here and wallow and stay at this place. I got to move forward. I got to get some. This is the energy that I feel like that you feeling, but you see how that sound, and I know the urgency of it. I feel like step back, Four of Swords, because I feel like an idea will come in and it'll work out. So I feel like step back and don't be at this place of I gotta, and then really figure out what you want to do, and then move towards that. Look off into it, investigate it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Look, I feel like look on the internet and like research some things, that type of deal, and then you'll confidently move in the direction you want to move in. Hence the Six of Wands. Okay. Feel like it's kind of hard to kind of focus on that when you got things going on around you, circumstances, okay? But God and Spirit is trying to get you to turn around from the Five of Cups. All right. I feel like some of my Aries is taking this Three of Swords with them. And the vision of the Chariot is to leave that behind. But I feel like it's being dragged along. So that's the energy that I feel like, okay? Hence the hold up, the Hangman. Clarify. The Knight of Cups. That's why I was speaking on the love situation, even though I didn't see any cups out here. But I do feel a relationship aspect for some. Knight of Cups is also about following your heart, about what you want to do and how you feel. That's the energy, okay? And I feel like putting you first ain't a bad idea, okay? Because something has just been totally invested in, all right? Time after time after again. The Knight of Cups is also an in and out energy as well. So if you have a love situation or circumstance, remember I said it could be marriage or anything. A person to do right for a while, and then they fall off, and then they end up doing something ignorant. It calls in the Three of Swords, and it puts you in the mind frame where this big deal of change is. Hence why all the fives are down here on the board, is that is a strong desire of what you feeling. Even if this is a pattern or a circumstance that Aries, I'm going to say you flip that thing that you are off into. It's a strong desire to move from that place. But with the Wheel of Fortune in the heart and the Five of Wands surrounding it, it has to be an energy of the Queen of Wands and King of Wands, like in your head and in your gut, to know that you have to put forth the effort to move towards whatever your heart desire, and to move towards it with a determination of a goal, and you're not gonna let up off of it. And honey, as I say to you, I say to me. All right, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Son, whatever this is, I know what you in search for, Aries, and I know what you want to feel. That's that sense of happiness, that sense of clarity, that sense of peace, that strong desire of that. And I feel like you want to move from these places, but the energy is you have to release it and push through it, and that's how you get that wheel to turn, okay? All right. Chariot card from the Three of Swords is telling you to move from that place. How can you heal? I already know. In your heart, you got the World card. It's flipping upside down because it's closures and cycles that should end. That I feel like the universe, and I ain't telling you it should right now, because your time is your time and your journey is your journey. If things haven't ended, then it's still a lesson of them, and it takes however long it take you to take on your journey. Okay, is the energy that I do feel. closures. Some of my Aries are with individuals, like I said, that you don't want to keep reliving the same thing over and over again, or looking through somebody's phone, or worrying if a person going to spin the block somewhere else, or keep bringing on these. You don't want that. Some of my Aries, I feel like that Queen of Wands is mighty fine, baby. And she got this sense of confidence and determination that no matter what, her happiness matters. And she's not going to be stuck off into energies that no longer serve him or her. So that is the energy as well. So this is the type of closure that I feel like that needs to happen, is the universe saying, so you can move forward. Don't hold on to Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Okay? All right. In your gut. Six of Pentacles, right? Give and take. It's a money situation for some of my Aries, okay? So you may be trying to figure out how to bring this in, all right? King of Wands is an entrepreneur, all right? Build wealth and try to focus on how to bring in funds and money and work endeavors and things like that. Some of my Aries, you may be going to work. I get pension for some of my Aries, okay? If you retired, I don't know if anybody retired, but I feel like somebody pension is coming in after a while. I heard that. Some of my Aries, I feel like this is reciprocity. This is the energy that I feel like if you're with a person, that's that give and that take. That's that you give me, I return, okay? That's that effort back and forth. This will act off into a circumstance at some point for some of my Aries, between you and another person, or energy between you and the job situation, okay? All right, in the future, I already felt it. Nine of Wands. That's that sense of determination, that not gonna give up. I already feel it. Like whatever it is that Aries going through, you're gonna push through. I already feel that, okay? The Six of Wands is about the victory, and that person is being praised by coming back from a war that has been fought. Whatever it is, I feel like you did it before, you'll do it again type energy. So if there was some type of loss that took place or some circumstance that went on, I feel like it's this sense of you will be okay. If it's a certain cycle of things that need to be closed, I feel like it's not going to break you. It's here to move you towards something better. This is where you'll be left standing. That's the energy that I do feel. You may be setting boundaries in the future. If things are pulling on you and that energy is not there to be beneficial and it's weighing you down and it's not an energy of this, I feel like that you are pushing back and you're not taking that any longer, so that is good. I already felt that. Bottom of the deck, you got the Ten of Wands, so no longer walking around holding on to situations. This person may be traveling. This person may be moving. Is the type of energy. All right. Okay, so what card is that? The deal breaker. Seven of Cups. That's that energy that I do feel. So that's why I'm talking like that. I want to move you from that place of holding on to things, of keep replaying options over. I feel like being in this place of not knowing what you want to do, or stuck off into a circumstance and still holding on to things that drains your energy, is the energy that I feel. You see the difference on how you want to feel. Anything that's a deal breaker that's coming into your life, Aries, in the future, that is not a truth and clarity and out in the open. Anything you got to be thinking and suspecting, and if it keeps you down and they treat you this way, I feel like that's another deal breaker, okay? Some of my other Aries, there's plenty options here. It's situations that have occurred. Don't sit back and fester on whatever this may have occurred. It's an energy that I do feel, and pick and choose what it is that you want to do to move forward and be determined to work on that. Is the energy. Okay, Aries. Oh, okay. Let's see. Girl, Jesus. All right. Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. I do get it's the energy to come in and out like that. Some of my Aries, you may be doing that very thing to move on, okay? Because that's the only way that you can take you back, because a person ain't going to see nothing that they damn do. Some of my Aries, you may feel like doing that sometime because things may get a little hectic, but I do see you ending here, right? Curse. Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. Move yourself from the negative places, the energy that I feel. You see, I rebuke you, devil, in the name of Jesus on there, okay? Anything that holds you down, like to this place, Remove yourself from negative thinking, delusions, negative mind, replaying on things of the past, harboring on things, wish it coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda type things. Remove yourself from that, okay? That's the energy I do feel. One more card for Aries. All right, let's see. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, Aries. Okay, soulmate is about a lesson person. There may be a strong energy why it was hard to pull away from an individual or why you took so much. We all been there. Is the energy that I feel, and why you pour it off into something and want something to work so bad. Is it worth it? The type of energy that I feel, all right? Will you go with me? Yes or no, Aries? All right. You may have a person coming in that may be somebody who trying to move you from this place. And I'm gonna tell you, Aries, for some, everything ain't by humbug. Real quickly, you do have a person for some of my Aries that you kind of kick it with. I don't know. They make you happy. You at a place though. I don't know if you got something to do with another person. Is it because another person is involved? This is why I want to go down this rabbit hole. Either another person is involved or something within keeps you from moving towards something like a too good to be true type deal. You know, it's a certain energy, a vibe, okay? And I feel like you may be at this place where you're trying to be hoard, okay? You're trying to be hoard off into a situation, but the bottom line is you still holding on to things. So I do see this energy exchange between you and another person that's pretty good, and you may be looking at the person like type energy, okay? All right, so that's just where you at right now. Petty Betty, Petty Betty. Aries, don't be petty. I know it's in you. I know it's in you, okay? All right, Aries, love.